All right, so move on to the final segment. We're going to switch gears here to the world of wrestling inside the WWE world, and I'll be sharing my WWE Clash at the Castle review. So I'll be covering the whole entire Clash at the Castle pay-per-view event. So starting off with the first match on the card that we saw that we saw yesterday, we saw Cody Rhodes successfully defend his WWE Championship against AJ Styles in a compelling I Quit match. So right off the gate, I thought that this was the best match on the entire Clash at the Castle card yesterday. I thought it was very smart for WWE to kick things off on a hot note and on a high note with Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles kicking off the show. It was a great way to get the crowd fired up for the night. This was a very good I Quit match, a very good, compelling I Quit match. Very violent weapons were being used, very good spots in this match. I liked how Cody Rhodes' mama was ringside getting involved with AJ Styles during this match. But I thought this was a really good match. I thought the finish was pretty unique, how Cody Rhodes was about to smash AJ Styles, no diddy, smash AJ Styles with the steel steps, forcing AJ Styles to say, I quit. And I'm happy WWE went back to this feud because I know they had a lot more to offer after the first match that they had at Backlash. But Cody Rhodes retaining was obviously the right call here. His world title reign to me has been pretty impressive so far. Now, the stinker, I feel like there's no need for Cody Rhodes to feud with Solo Sikoa next for the WWE title, probably happening as fast as Money in the Bank. And the reason why Cody Rhodes just feuded with the Bloodline for the last 2 years now with The Rock and Roman Reigns and etc. I just think it's too soon to go back to a Cody Rhodes and Bloodline storyline right now. So I'm not really looking forward to that next feud. I wish WWE went with a different direction instead of going with Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa for the WWE title next. Um, Moving on to the next match on the card here, we had Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. They defeated the teams of Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Zoe Starks, and Shayna Baszler in a tag team triple threat match to become the new women's tag team champions. Uh, I I was really shocked with this one. I did not see this coming. I thought that Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill were going to hold those women's tag team titles for a very long time. But Alba Fire and Isla Dawn won the women's tag team titles. And hey, that's what wrestling needs sometimes. They need a swerve and a shock. And they did that yesterday in Scotland. This was a really good triple threat tag team match. The pace of this match was really good. All six women got to compete well and shine well in this match. I know a lot of people were pretty hot on how Jade Cargill did two botches in this match. The angle where Bianca Belair was tagging in, the hot tag where Bianca Belair was tagging in Jade Cargill. She tried to do a springboard off the ropes and actually flipped and flopped to the mat. That was one botch. And then we seen Shayna Baszler have Jade Cargill and the sleeper hold submission. Instead of signaling to your opponent, she actually looked like it was a tap, which you can't do that on a big stage. I know you're trying to tell them ease up, but that's not a good look. So that's two botches there. Other than those two botches, I thought the match was pretty good, and it was a good shock there. It's going to be interesting to see what they do in this tag team division now, because now you have Isla Dawn and Alba Fire holding the titles. Maybe you could have Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill go after them, and this feud continues for the women's tag team titles. Next match, we had Sami Zayn successfully retain his Intercontinental Championship against Chad Gable. Oh man, another one. This was another good match here. I was surprised that Chad Gable didn't win the Intercontinental title here, but let's be patient. This is why compelling storytelling is important in WWE. I thought this match was really good. I'm proud of the performance that Sami Zayn and Chad Gable had for the Intercontinental Championship yesterday at Clash at the Castle. The drama of the match of Otis and Maxxi Dupri not helping Chad Gable win the Intercontinental Championship as this feud continues. And I think this feud will continue on with Chad Gable still being an Intercontinental Championship picture as he's re-signed with the company. So I think this story is going to finish at Money in the Bank in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, between Sami Zayn and Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. I got Chad Gable winning the title there, fingers crossed. And I think that's when the Alpha Academy is going to be no more. And I think the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, and Ivy Nigel are going to join Chad Gable's side and help him win the Intercontinental Championship and Money in the Bank. I think that's how this story is going to finish between Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. Now, moving on to the next match, you have Bayley successfully retain her woman's title against Piper Niven. To me personally, I say this in a good... Oh, excuse me. I say this in a good way because the matches on the Clash of the Castle card were very good yesterday. So I say this with all due respect. I think this was the worst match on the card. It was good in its own way, but out of all five, I just think respectfully this was the worst match. But the match was pretty good. It picked up steam to me in the second half of the match. In the second half of the match, there was a lot of good spots and a lot of near falls. Bayley retaining the title was obviously the right call, and I think it was pretty obvious that Bayley was going to retain the title here. And it was the right choice because I think her and Nia Jax have a story to tell for the women's title at SummerSlam. So we're on the road to SummerSlam, and I think that's what we're going to get at SummerSlam. Now, in the main event, you see Damian Priest successfully retain his World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre. Now, to me, this match between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre was flat out electrifying from start to finish. Great match. And the crowd was electric for Drew McIntyre. The crowd mirror that they showed on the WWE event was over 100. They were electrifying out there in Scotland. It was just heartbreaking to me that Drew McIntyre lost this match. And he didn't get his moment twice now at the Clash of the Castle event, 2022 against Roman Reigns, and now this year against Damian Priest. But now, let's talk about that. Do I have a problem with Damian Priest retaining the World Heavyweight Championship here? No. And I'm going to tell you why. Because now you have, for the summer, you have Damian Priest versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. This adds more fuel to the fire of one of the hottest feuds right now in wrestling between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. You had Drew McIntyre tear CM Punk's bicep, or his tricep in the Royal Rumble. Now, CM Punk has now screwed Drew McIntyre twice out of the World Heavyweight Championship. And now WWE has a chance to mix things up here. You can have CM Punk truly be the heel here. I mean, Drew McIntyre was the clear babyface fighting in Scotland yesterday at Clash of the Castle. Now you had Punk play the heel as he came out and counted as the referee 1, 2, and did the straight up deuces to him. Cost him the title, giving him a low blow. Now that gives me heel CM Punk vibes. So you can flip the script here, have Punk as the heel, McIntyre as the face, heading into one of the biggest matches of the summer, possibly at SummerSlam. And now you have Damian Priest versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm not complaining. That's two good matches for the summer. So, as much as I would want, as much as I wanted to see Drew be the World Heavyweight Champion last night at Clash of the Castle, I have to say, really thinking about it the next day, this was good booking. And I will say though that since Drew has re-signed with the company, I do legitimately hope he does have a world title reign in front of a crowd because it's well overdue here and he does deserve it. I will say that. So hopefully one day he can have the world title very soon, whether that's on Raw or on SmackDown. But those are my WWE Clash at the Castle. Oh, actually, I lied. Let's pause here. I always do this with the WWE events. My overall grade on this event, I liked it. I give this an A. I cannot keep... People cannot keep downplaying what Triple H is doing with WWE. The man is a mastermind. The man is brilliant. He is making WWE like gold. I have not been this invested in wrestling in a very long time. I am very proud of the production that Triple H is doing. I like the pay-per-view selections of only having pay-per-views to 5 matches. I like that, like he did with NXT. All 5 matches were good. And they had some shocks to it. Some shocking moments. I didn't see Priest retaining the title here. I didn't see Sami Zayn retaining the title, and I didn't see Isla and Dawn and Alpha Fire winning the women's tag team title. So I thought this was a great card. Money in the Bank is going to be even better. I think we're on a good road to SummerSlam. WWE's on. They're hot. They're on fire. Let's keep it rolling. I'm definitely once again an invested wrestling fan. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.